Hi, I'm Justin Patterson. I wanted to share a real estate deal that I'm doing currently, and this is a lead that I got, and the house has a loan on it, and it needs a little bit of work. The sellers are very motivated. They've rented the house out, and it hasn't worked for them so far. So it's a little trashed. It's been cleaned up, but it needs paint and carpet and things like that. The value on the house compared to what they owe on the house, it doesn't make sense to do a wholesale deal, meaning, I can't resell it to a cash investor and wholesale the property. I could do a lease option, but it really is not, it's just kind of tore up. It's not really in the area you would really want traditional bank financing for. Meaning, on a lease option, a lot of times you'll pick a neighborhood that's nice, that a new family or someone would want to work towards getting financing for. So you'd want to pick a nice, pretty house in a nice neighborhood. And this one's kind of in a rural area. And then I don't really want to do a subject to on the house because the bank loan payment is too high compared to what I think it would rent for. So normally, a lot of times this would be considered a dead lead, but I want to share real quick how I'm able to turn this lead into a real estate deal. What I'm going to do is, instead of a lease option, which we could do, we could offer like a work for equity special lease option, but instead, how we structured it is we're leaving the loan in place, right? And we're going to leave the loan in the seller's name. And we're going to structure an agreement for sale or a land contract, or it's also considered or called a contract for deed. It depends on what area you're in. And we're going to then, basically we're going to structure the contract accordingly like that, and then we're going to flip it to a retail buyer, someone who wants to live in the house, someone who's looking for seller financing. So they're very motivated, so all we're going to do is we're going to structure it for the remaining loan balance and the remaining length of the loan term. So the seller is going to leave the loan in their name, and we're going to wrap the existing loan, and I'm going to market it for seller financing, no bank qualifying, move in today, with the down payment, of course. And they owe about $70,000, and I'm just going to market it for $80,000 with $10,000 down, and that'll be my profit. Now, obviously, anything I collect over as a down payment will be our profit. But the great thing about it is we're not going to keep that house. We're just going to wholesale this contract. So just like assigning a wholesale contract to a cash buyer, you can assign a seller financing contract, which in this case it's an agreement for sale, to a retail buyer. So we're just flipping this deal to someone who wants to live in it. So I just want to share that. It's a way to turn what a lot of people would call a dead lead into money, into a real estate deal. Thank you very much, and God bless.